Yo, 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 my name is Bastian and I'm chilling here in the beautiful Krakow on the main square. There is really cool stuff around me and you'll see the horses in 1 second. Pow! Super nice, amazing. Today I'll be talking about traveling, okay? If you're a laptop lifestyle enthusiast or an entrepreneur, for sure you want to spend your money on traveling, okay? Traveling makes your life much nicer. You can get better experiences, meet cool new people, and just enjoy your life more fully, okay? So traveling is definitely one of the things that you want to be doing. Now, people think that traveling is like super expensive and that only like super rich people can travel, and basically that's all bullshit. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to travel around the world cheaply and how to get the most out of it. What I noticed about this city is that it has an amazing party vibe, okay? Like we came here early night on a Monday and I was surprised because I saw like at midnight, at 1, I saw a lot of people like just partying and being happy, you know, super amazing. I was buying groceries at 1 a.m. and I met like a group of girls who were like singing and they were doing like chorus songs and stuff, like super amazing, okay? So very nice city too for young people, and it's also really historical, okay? You can see all kinds of crazy, really nice historical buildings. If you're into deeper stuff, you can go visit the salt mines or Auschwitz, which are not too close or too far away, you know? So definitely warmly recommend Krakow. Beautiful girls everywhere, very friendly people, so go to Krakow. So basically, when you look at traveling, there's basically 3 major costs to it: food, transportation, and lodgings, or where you sleep, okay? So let's start with the transport first. So if you want to go somewhere else, for example, you live in a certain country, you want to go to another one, the easiest thing to do is book a flight, okay? Plane tickets nowadays are really not expensive. For example, if you live in Europe, you have the low-cost planes, Ryanair, Wizz Air, EasyJet, things like that. For example, you can book a flight from London to Paris for like 15 pounds. You can go from Italy to Greece for 30 euro, you know. The prices are not so high, so you just need to check it in advance and book it a little bit earlier. Now, book your tickets approximately 1 month in front of the travel. 3 to 4 weeks is the perfect timing. Also try to travel light. That means don't bring a big large suitcase. The best thing to do is to travel just with your rucksack, like a hand luggage or a small hand luggage bag, and basically you can have almost everything you need just in that luggage. That way it will be cheaper and faster. You don't have to wait for your baggage and all that kind of stuff. The next way how to travel is ride sharing, okay? There's a really cool site called BlaBlaCar. There are numerous other sites that are not so popular as well. In Slovenia we have a cool one called prevozi.org. All these kinds of sites where you basically join another person who is traveling somewhere and give them some money for petrol, okay? Then after the ride sharing, you have also the cheap buses. You can find really crazy deals. For example, in UK, a site called Megabus, you can go from one part or maybe even from Scotland to London, you know, for like £1 if you find the deal. So you just need to be a little bit smart and look around and find good prices. Another thing that you can do is hitchhiking, okay? Now, I haven't done a ton of hitchhiking, I've done some, and there's probably people who know more about it, but basically it's really easy. If you're a cool person, if you're clean, if you wear something nice, and if you're persistent, you can get like free rides, hitchhikes, basically from anywhere to anywhere, okay? Also, a funny thing is if you can find a truck driver, okay? That's how I went to my first interview for a job in Germany, okay? My mom knew a guy who was driving a truck, so basically she just asked him if he could take me with, and then I just joined this super cool, actually an older gentleman, like a truck driver, and I went with him to Nuremberg in Germany. Super cool travel. You see, you know, like you stop on the truck driver stops, you know, where like everybody pisses in like one small toilet and things like that. Super cool, okay? So also an option. On Facebook there's a cool group called nomadic travel or something like that. Also, like, people give you advice on all kinds of topics. Second thing you need to take into the account is lodgings or sleeping, okay? Now, of course, if you plan to sleep in hotels, you're gonna need a bigger budget. For me, the best thing, if you have a budget, is Airbnb, okay? All of the cities have it. You get your own apartment with cool cooking utilities and everything you need, so that's the best option. However, if you're tighter on money, maybe a better option is to get a cheap hostel, okay? In most places you can get a hostel for like 10 euros or 15 euros. It's not really cool. Usually it's like with 15 people who snore and smell bad and things like that, but it's good for sleeping, you know, so you can do that. Another thing you can do it is you can find a host, okay? A host to host you for free, and the best thing to do it is find a common passion, okay? So for example, my example, when I went to Greece with my friends, we did a road trip from Slovenia to Athens, and basically one of the friends in our group knew a lot of people, breakdancers as well, in Athens and in Thessaloniki. So what we do, he just contacted them and they hosted us for free, okay? And it's really easy to do. Basically, I don't know, even if you're like a chess player, you know, find a local chess association and then just write to those people, yo, hey, I'm visiting your city, would you mind having me for a few nights? This and that are my interests, you know, it would be really cool. Maybe in return I can help you clean the flat a little bit, you know, do something for you, so you provide some value and not just leech it, okay? Again, you know the site called Couchsurfing. This is a similar version, just more worldwide. What I can suggest with that is you need to have a really good profile with good recommendations, otherwise you won't get many requests answered. So have a normal profile picture, ask your friends to write some nice reviews for you, and then you can have nice hosting Couchsurfing as well. And the last one is food, okay? Food can be really expensive or really cheap, depends again on how you can tolerate it, okay? If you eat outside every day, you know, of course the food will be expensive. But if you know how to cook, for example, the food can be really cheap, okay? If you just decide to live on, I don't know, potatoes and rice, okay, and pasta, like you can live for like super cheap, like, okay? Again, depends where you are. Now, if you budget, if you try to take down the price of your food a lot, I would strongly suggest to have some really quality supplements with you, okay? Maybe a multivitamin, some fish oil, and depends on your bodily needs, okay? But definitely have some good supplement, because if your food is like not really rich in fruits and vegetables and quality protein, then it's better to have like a good supplement so that your body doesn't suffer as much, especially if you travel, you're under a bit more physical stress sometime, maybe you get wet in the rain and something else, you know? Another good idea regarding food is to look at the locals, okay? Check out what locals eat and you'll get a really good idea, okay? Locals usually know what's good and what's cheap, you know, so just turn around and see what they eat for their breakfast, lunch, when they go on a work break, you know? Like here in Krakow, I noticed they all eat some, I don't know, like pretzels or something. It's like this round piece of bread with like holes and stuff. It's like, I don't really like bread, so I didn't take it, but it's like, it's super cheap and I just see them like munching that like bread all the time. So definitely go for what locals eat. Again, some places it's cheap to eat outside. For example, in Sofia, Bulgaria, it was almost cheaper to eat outside than to cook your own food. So again, check out the prices, see whether like, you know, the food in the restaurants or like fast food places is cheap or not compared to the markets, and then do your own calculation. So all in all, definitely consider these factors while traveling. Your major expenses are transport, food and lodgings, okay? Minimize those three and you can travel for not a lot of money. If you consider that your apartment costs, I don't know, from anywhere from 200 to 500 euros or whatever your budget is, imagine not having to pay the rent, okay? Then you can spend 500 euros a month, for example, for your traveling, which is already a pretty good budget, okay? Now I travel from city to city every week and my budget is around 200 to 300 euro per week, okay? And it's not that much money and I can see a crazy amount of cities and cool countries, okay? And it gives me a really nice lifestyle. So definitely strongly suggest traveling, especially if you're into entrepreneurship or laptop lifestyle, where it doesn't matter where you are because you can work from anywhere. So traveling is definitely a really hot topic for you. I think the most The thing that stops people the most is the fear. So basically you just need to kick yourself in the ass and just start traveling. Again, this was Bastian here from beautiful Krakow. It's really cold, but it's one of my favorite cities so far. It has a really nice party vibe, you know. Enjoy it. If you like this video, comment it, like it, let me know whether you liked it. Share it with your friends so more people can get good tips about traveling, and enjoy. Peace.